This video was brought to you by Wondershare Filmora. Hello, in this video we're gonna talk about occupational safety and health, aka OSH. Today we're gonna focus on safety signs. To do that, I made up a diagram that shows what kind of signs they are, but you can call it safety pentagon. Following those signs is very important, life or death important I would say. And remember, following rules and protocols are important to execute for your own good, unless you have no choice. On the first page, I'm gonna break down emergency signs, the green ones, always with 90 degrees angles. They'll show you in an emergency what or where you should do or go. For example, in case of fire, the signs will show you where the nearest emergency exit you should go to. They are also glowing in the dark if power is cut. Or in another case, when someone is hurt, cut, burned or is having a heart attack, which in this case you should find an aid room or first aid kit under the green plate with a white plus in it. The next type is always blue in circle, the mandatory signs. They don't tell you what you should do, but what you have to do. That kind of sign is designed to tell you what in a specific location or situation must do or where to protect your body from any physical trauma. POV, you're at construction zone, and there's a sign that says wear helmet to protect your head in case something may fall on your head. Or in a chemistry laboratory, sign says wear eyes and ears protection during an experiment. And there's opposite of mandatory sign, a prohibition sign. It forbids you to do whatever the sign shows. On these signs are things or actions that you are not under any circumstances allowed to do or have in specific situations or locations. Along the lines of the gas stations, you are not allowed to either smoke or use lighters or any kind of warm light. And the particular reasons for this circumstance is that gasoline is highly flammable. And here are some other examples along the lines of don't eat or drink in tech labs or any kind of most laboratories. Don't use your phone because it's disturbing the waves. And you know the many more examples.
There's also another type of emergency sign, but those are red and more used for fire emergencies or earthquakes. These red noticeable plates are mostly for marking where fire extinguishers and fire alarms are. And the last but not least, the warning signs, always triangle and yellow with a black frame. Their place is to warn you about dangerous or deadly things, situations or hazards for your life or health. These signs are pretty important to me, because once in my life I ignored such a warning sign, and it almost ended very badly for me. I went to an abandoned building and explored it. By myself, it was even more dangerous, and I won't tell you the whole story, even though it's pretty interesting. The point is why I was giving myself a tour through this building. The floor under my feet was damaged, and I fell one story down, and lucky I only low-key bad hurt my foot. After that I wasn't able to walk for a week. The moral of this story is never ignore the warning signs, or in that matter every sign, whether it's an emergency, mandatory or prohibition sign.